Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and we are back for some best bets in the NBA for Saturday, October 23rd. But let's do a short recap from yesterday, our third straight winning night. You love to see that. Jazz minus 5.5. Anthony Davis, we're about as sweaty as you can get, but we go 4-3. Christian Wood and the Wizards, Pacers overs. We're no sweat bets, but so was Suns money line while we bet on the Lakers. The Lakers didn't show up, but that's fine. The NBA is a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. We are closing in on 11,000 subscribers. We can't do it without your guys' support. And yesterday, we were only 100 subscribers away. So make sure you click that subscribe button, click that like button. You guys killed the like button yesterday, almost 400 likes. We can't do it without. We love to see that support. Now, yesterday, I did say if we hit 11K subscribers yesterday, I do a parlay giveaway. We're still going to do it because I'm a man of the people, but I'll do it on Monday because I like that slate a lot better. As you can see, I only have one spread. I'll have one over-under and two player props in this video. There's a lot of teams on back-to-back, so I don't really want to say, bet on the Suns tonight to cover and then see Chris Paul or Devin Booker not playing tonight because it's a back-to-back game. So I'll have more player props and probably some more spread picks, but you'll have to go to our Twitter at Calling Our Shot. I'll also update a pinned comment if I do tend to add something as the day goes on. But let's get started. We're starting with Clippers. And also, last note, check out our NFL Week 7 Best Bets video. That will be linked in the comments down below and in the description and at the end of the video. Clippers minus 3.5 versus the Grizzlies. Now you look at it, the Clippers. Well, first, the Grizzlies, they won their season opener. They had a good, they beat the Cavaliers. So is that the best indicator of future success? I'm not really too sure. And yet the Clippers, on the other hand, losing their opener. They're obviously on the road, taking on the Warriors. They really lost to Steph Curry. He had 45 points, shot 8 for 13. It was one of those nights, but they played good defense, led by Eric Bledsoe, who we have clowned on the channel before, and also Reggie Jackson, who did not shoot well, but he still played pretty good defense. Now you look at it, those nights are going to happen. You're not going to be able to stop Steph Curry, and he'll beat you single-handedly. But the Clippers, like I said, great defense, and they're taking on this Grizzlies team that will be missing Dillon Brooks still, who's their best perimeter defender. Now, the Grizzlies, they just gave up 121 points to what I would consider a bad Cavaliers team, and I think this Clippers team will exploit that lackluster defense of the Grizzlies. This game is also a home opener for the Clippers, so you'll have the crowd on their side, and they'll be amped up. The Clippers have won 5 of the last 6 matchups versus the Grizzlies at home, so I'll take Paul George company to get it going, get their first win of the season. Reggie Jackson can't possibly shoot worse than he did in the first game. I think he was 4 for 19. I think he'll play a little bit better. Maybe they'll get Nicholas Batum back too, but I'm in. I'll take Clippers minus 3.5. Now moving on to an over-under, taking the Timberwolves, taking their team total over 116.5 points, minus 115 on BetMGM, taking on the Pelicans. Now, this is a large number for an individual team to hit. I mean, it's 116.5. You need 117. But here come the Pelicans, who have given up a 117 or more in both their 2 games this season, giving up 117 to the Sixers on opening night and 128 to the Chicago Bulls last night. Now they were on the second half of back-to-back, so that their defense should be even lazier than it has been through 2 games. And the Timberwolves are one of those teams that wants to run in transition. They got Anthony Edwards jumping out the gym, D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, etc., etc. These guys are running and they're gunning, and I think they'll be getting up and down the floor. Now, even more importantly, this Timberwolves team has hit this team total over in 3 straight games versus the Pelicans in 4 out of their last 5. I believe this Timberwolves team has the firepower. Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, all those guys should be able to score 20, 25 points a night. So I'll take it. The Timberwolves, very talented team. Now, they might lose games because of their defense, but I think their offense should be able to get some wins, and I'll take their team total over. Now, let's do 2 player props, and these are 2 guys that you might not normally be betting on, but I want you guys to alert them to you. Keldon Johnson, over 21.5 PRAs, minus 125 on FanDuel. If you don't know who he is, now you do. Now, Keldon Johnson, he's the small forward / power forward starting for the San Antonio Spurs. And Keldon has finally started to see a uptick in playing time. Obviously, they had a lot of turnover over the offseason, losing DeMar DeRozan and various other guys. But Keldon finally getting some more playing time. In Game 1 versus Orlando, he saw 28 minutes. It was a blowout, but he still had 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist, 20 PRAs, just barely missing the over. Well, last night, he put on a show. 37 minutes, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, taking on those Denver Nuggets. Now today, he gets a banged-up Milwaukee Bucks team who he's surprisingly dominated in the past. For whatever reason, in his 2 matchups last season versus Milwaukee, he had 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, easily cashed on this over, and 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I think he's due for some more rebounds and assists than he has been getting through the first 2 games of the season, and I think they'll need him to have a big game. He's one of the young up-and-coming stars for this San Antonio Spurs team. He's going to play 30-plus minutes tonight, and I think he'll be able to hang around with that Bucks team that is very depleted. Now, my other player prop I'm betting on, Lonzo Ball, over 5.5 rebounds, minus 114. Now, from watching some of these Bulls games, it's pretty clear the Bulls want to get Lonzo, get him some rebounds and have him push the ball in transition. That's where Lonzo's at his best, and Lonzo had 6 rebounds in the first opening game versus this very team, the Pistons, and last night followed up with 10 rebounds and a triple-double. So you look at it, the Bulls play their small ball lineup. They have Vucevic, then they don't have a center behind him. Elise Johnson's basically playing center, so they're going to need the smaller guys to chip in on rebounds, and really Lonzo Ball's not as small. I mean, he's a point guard, but he's 6'7", so I think he'll have a lot of opportunities, and he even did so in the first game. He had 14 rebounding opportunities in the first game of the season versus the Pistons. Obviously, Nikola Vucevic had 15 rebounds himself, so maybe if he doesn't have 15, either way, I like Lonzo Ball to get that over, 5.5 rebounds, minus 114. I think he's got a good chance. He's been hitting this over pretty frequently throughout the past 10 regular season games, so I'm in. I think he's got a good chance. If you look at it, I think he's got as good a chance as anyone on that team to grab some more rebounds. So go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on TikTok and Instagram. All of them at Colin Rashad. I'll probably have some more plays on those various platforms. So make sure you go check out that. Week 7 best bets are coming up for the NFL season. So make sure you go check out that video. It's a lot of cool tips. We're having a pretty good NFL season so far. Week 7 best bets, best parlays is coming later tonight. So make sure you're ready. Set up those notifications on the channel. Got a long shot parlay in that video. It's been Austin. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.